All right, you guys. So I'm thinking about my 2024 goals. I would like to save $15,000, but that may not be possible. It is close to it, but let's just go over my expenses. Everything you see here is for 12 months. So for rent, I just put that up to $10,000 per month. That's going to be more than what I will owe by probably like $20. But yeah, so we have 12,000 for that. Richmond Utilities roughly around 400. Dominion Power around 1,700. Car insurance and like rental insurance, I'm thinking 1,300. Uh, Me and my son's renewal comes up as of at the end of December, so starting off January. And I know a lot of people are saying, their insurance is increasing. So I did increase this by like an extra 500. Hopefully it's not that much. So I'm thinking 1,500. This past one was 1,000 like $90. I like to pay 6 months at a time, which that's the amount of my I like to pay that up front, so we do get like a discount. So yeah, I'm gonna put 1,500. Now once my son hits 18, or even before, so like say 4th in December, I may have him cough up his amount of car insurance. We shall see. But once he hits 18, yes, he will have to cough it up together. But this is me if I do it for the whole year. Okay. So that will definitely most likely be lower, but let's see how renewal comes. Our cell phones, our cell phone bill, I'm putting at 1,440. So those expenses is 18,540. Now I will say this, you guys will not see car payments on here. Both me and my son's car is paid off. Okay. Work from home internet, putting that at 600 for the year. My Capital One large credit card, 180. That's Netflix. Our Discover credit card, I'm putting at 660. That's my son's Xbox Live, as well as Amazon Prime and my Amazon Music. I think those are the only three that's on there. So yeah, there's that. Our Bilt credit card that has what does that have? Our Bilt credit card has my son's gym membership, which he said he'll take over, but I'm still paying that, as well as donations. And oh man, our cell phone bill. Darn it. So I'm paying for that twice. Okay. Well, think about this. 1,400 should be deducted from this then. So I'm going to have to do the math. Let me do that really quick. Be right back. All right. So we're back. So you'll see the difference at the bottom. Because I'm like, wait, why is the Bilt credit card so much? Because once again, it has my cell phone. It has, once again, Jamez's gym membership, as well as donations. And I think that's it. I think that's it. Oh, yeah. And our home internet. So that's all included in there. So then we have life insurance. That's around $40 by week, quarterly. So that's 4,600. Property taxes, which is on our cars, I'm putting at $600. We shall see. Car maintenance, etc. So this was like I put down $2,000. So car maintenance would be like oil changes. Once James hits 18, then that's gonna fall on him for his car. But for right now, you know, brakes, tires, yeah, I probably should put more into that, but that's okay. We're just estimating. So that's 2,000. So that's 2,600. And then we look at groceries. I put down 3,600, laundry 600, dogs 1,400. That includes their food and shots, yearly shots. House items, get a car gas. This is just for me. James pays for his own. And then my allowance. I wasn't gonna include myself, but I'm like, Candace, girl, include yourself. So that's 8,720. So grand total, obviously before my mistake of paying putting down our cell phone bill twice. It was originally $34,460, but now we can subtract the 1,440, so that will leave us at $33,020. To be honest, you guys, I don't think that's bad at all. For you think about all expenses, I don't think that's bad. It does give us some wiggle room because some of these things I did put more in there, which we may not even have to use. So that'll be great if we don't have to use all of it. But yeah, 33,000, which is good. So, now I will say this income is not including Amazon. I haven't been back to Amazon just yet, to be honest. Today's the 17th. Hopefully I'll go back this week. I just needed time to relax. I just haven't been there to go. So I put down for $42,000. So I do make 50,000. Hopefully I don't know how this job does with their increases, annual raises, but I'm hoping they treat us well. I'm putting down roughly, because I currently bring home at least, when I'm not missing hours, okay, 1,500 per paycheck. Sometimes it's a little bit more, sometimes it's a little bit less, but usually it's around $3,000. That does not include our possible monthly bonuses, okay, which recently I haven't been earning too much, but you know what, I'll take anything I can get. If it's $100, I will gladly take it. So I put roughly, this amount comes roughly at 3,500 per month. So that's in between bonuses as well as an increase. So I think that will be a big increase because once again, I make 3,000 and that doesn't include any bonuses. So I'm just putting that down there. Hopefully, and obviously this includes, you know, medical being taken out, 401k, all of those good things. So once again, oh, sorry, let me move down here. So, because we got the new different total, right? So, income $42,000, expenses $33,020. So that puts us at $8,980. So that's what I'm thinking about saving, right? Possible savings. Hopefully it's a little bit more, but we're going to give ourselves some wiggle room. Possible extra income. As you guys know, currently I still do earn some extra income that usually goes towards rent, but for my expenses that I showed you guys, that was me paying my rent in full myself. So the additional income I'm going to put towards this, as well as what is that? Income tax. I did put my income tax at a little bit lower and maybe like an extra 1,000. I don't know. But yeah, I may be lowballing myself. But I rather do that than anything else. So I'm putting a possible income and income tax. I'm putting down $12,780. My goal is to get to 15,000 for the year. The reason why I say that is because I want to get my savings up to $50,000. I I think we will get there. I think we will get there. I don't know. But that's my goal. So if I were to definitely bring in this amount to savings, we will only have 2,200 left remaining. Um, so yeah, with Amazon, I do want to pay off my school loans next year. So yeah, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Altogether, if I can at least save 10,000, because life happens, right? Life happens. So say forth if 2,780 has to go towards expenses, which this is a ballpark figure, but once again, most of these I've given myself grace in these as well. But you don't know what next year brings. You don't know what tomorrow brings, right? So yeah, my son want to get braces. So yeah, you guys, there's a lot of stuff. My income may be actually smaller than this, because if I do put more into our health savings account, that could go towards that. So altogether, I definitely, from my income, I do want to put away at least $10,000. Things come up. So just thinking about expenses, additional expenses outside of this, even my paycheck, right? Putting more into my health savings account. So this may be less for income. So who knows? But I still think 10,000 for a year is good as a single person, single mom. Once again, I feel like I'm lowballing myself, because on the other side, for insurance, I won't be reliable. I will not be paying insurance for the full year for Jamez. He will have to contribute the other half, once he hit 18. Also, what other stuff? Car maintenance. At that point, he'll be having to, take care of his own car maintenance. I'm taking care of that for now. My whole thinking is this. One moment. All right. So my whole thinking is this, I bought a car. It was going to be a family car. If anything happens to my car, we will share that one until I figure out my next steps. My car is older. Mine is a 2009. But my whole thinking is, I gave my son a head start in regards to finances, his financial stability. What I mean by that is getting him a car. I feel like that's one less bill per month, and me taking care of like the car insurance and things like that. When we were younger, when we got a car, we paid our own insurance. We were on our parents' insurance, but whatever it went up by, that was our bill. I did not want Jamez to work right now until he hits 18. So that's the reason why I'm still, even though he's working right now, he knows that he wants to have extra money. I understand that. But if he were to be like, take it easy, for if he were to quit by the end of this year and don't pick up another job until he hits 18, that's the reason why I want to be able to do this, and not have to have him worry about a car payment. I want him to have that freedom. I am very fortunate. I know used car prices are going down. I'm happy to see that. But if I were to have gotten him a car during or around his graduation of this year, it would have been higher, right? So yeah, I'm thankful for that. I think it gives him a leg up. And me paying the expenses is just my way of making sure he doesn't have to worry about that, because technically I didn't want him to work. I wanted him to really relax. He graduated a year early. He doubled up. My whole thing is, take the year off. I wish I would have done that. You know what I mean? I graduated early and I jumped into college, let alone it was just 1 year, but it's still, I just wanted him to enjoy. Also, with him having a car, of course he can't like travel. because he's not 18 or 21. I think you probably have to be 21 to travel, and rent out a hotel room. But I just wanted him to have a freedom, and I feel like car payments and insurance can take up a big bulk. So I think the timing of everything when I got the car, because we had it for 3 years now, going on 3 years in March. We had it basically for 2 years, a little bit over 2 years before he was able to even get his license. Before he got his license, I think beforehand, I think about my car being older. If something were to happen to my car, at least we'll have a working car in the family. So yeah, I that's my train of thought. And as I mentioned, some of these things is for the full year, but once he hits 18, I do want to make sure he has the responsibility of paying his own bills. So yeah, some of these amounts are more, but I definitely want to make sure he gets taken care of for braces. That's going to be important. I told him, I, for medical reasons, of course, he's still my responsibility, but not just that. It may not be immediate, but I always promised him that even with his nose, his surgery, one doctor was like, no, there's no issue. Oh, all he has to do is just take allergy medicines, which we did the drops. Okay, that was expensive in itself, but we took care of that with the flexible spending account with my previous job. So his allergies are good. It's like baby steps. And then I got a second opinion on his nose years later, and we got that fixed. His nose was one of his biggest issues of not being able to breathe. My son always complained about it, and I'm just like, really? But no, I take things serious, but I may not hop on it immediately. It's not causing any immediate danger, but I do want to make sure. The next thing is him getting braces. His molars, like his mouth, like, how can I say it? When he closes his mouth, his what is it? The back of his mouth, his skin back there, it's so close that he chomps on it. So sometimes it hurts, right? So I want to get that taken care of. So once he hits 18 and things like that, of course, he'll probably, I mean, as long as he's living at home, I think kids can stay on your insurance up to a certain point, which is a good thing. I think, what, 23, 25? I could be wrong, but I think it's in the 20s now. As long as they're in like your household, don't get me wrong. But I want to get those things taken care of, because once he is 18, anything he has to get done, of course we have insurance, but I want him to be able to pay for it. So I want to make sure he's taken care of. Once you get to the adulthood, it's going to be very important to know responsibility. But for right now, he's 17. He graduated early. This is a gift, to make sure he's able, save his money. I think that's important. It gives you a leg up. He's thinking about going to college and taking classes. Y'all know how I feel about school, colleges. Jamez knows, but at the same time, he has to experience life for himself. As parents, all we can do is give advice, but we all have to live out our own lives and experience things for ourselves, the ups and downs. Of course, we wouldn't want our child, friends, anybody to get hurt in the process, but that's a part of learning. That's a part of life. If you don't go through it, I feel like you don't, how can I say it? If you don't go through it yourself, you don't experience it, so you don't understand the situation or how serious things may be. I know I'm probably not saying that right, but yeah, I just wanted to share with you guys. I would love to save 15,000, but if that's stretching it, 10,000 would be still great. And that once again includes me taking care of everything, so yeah. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Let me know, have you guys thought about your 2024 goals? let me know. I'm still waiting to be able to log. I'm still waiting for a call from my job, technical support, because I can't log into another system. My manager and the managers on site, they are treating out the upper manager. So once my manager comes back, I'll see what they want me to do. If they want me to switch over into like one call flow. But right now, I'm still waiting and I'm okay with that. I'm going to get paid for this because it's not my issue. And I am, checking out things and updating my notes and stuff like that so I can have easier calls. So I'm still doing stuff, so I will get paid for this time frame. No, you are not going to take more money away from me because your girl already has what, 29 hours, 28 hours, close to 29 hours. I think it's 28.5 hours of unpaid time that will be in this next paycheck. I'm not going to take any more unpaid time because of a system issue, that's for sure. But I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.